I want to say something about black women, and this was my mother, and I God is my witness right now. May the Lord strike me down if I'm lying. My mother told me and my siblings when we were young kids, before I remember it was when my older brother started secondary school. It was a big deal, my older brother going off to the big boy school, and my mum sat us down. She said, if you're ever in trouble out there in the real world, look for a black woman.
All right, so let's unpack that for a second. Black women have been carrying the weight of society for far too long. We're not here to just be a safety net or to go-to for everyone else's problems. Black women have spearheaded movements that have changed the world. From the abolition movement in the 19th centuries to women's suffrage to the civil rights movement in the 1960s. Yep.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. It's your girl Gracey D. I hope you guys are doing well. So now today's episode, this guy by the name Sad Mustafa, this Muslim guy, came online to thank the black women and called black women his superheroes. But you know what caught me by surprise is that black women didn't take this lightly. They came on and responded to him. But I want us to watch this video together and then we'll come back to it and discuss about it. Let me know what you think about this. Do you think black women are heroes to other people? Do you think black women are heroes to pound color babies? Like, it's so many clips that I've seen. Actually saw another clip of another child being asked, if you're in danger or if you lost, what would you do? And the child was like, I would look for a big black man and run to him, you know, a black person, and run to him. So let's watch these videos and we'll come back to it.
Okay, I haven't been on TikTok for a bit, and I noticed everyone was tagging me in that whole Andrew Schultz thing about black women. I'll make a different comment about Andrew Schultz and that little rat Akash thing, but I want to say something about black women, and this was my mother, and I God is my witness right now. May the Lord strike me down if I'm lying. My mother told me and my siblings when we were young kids, before I remember it was when my older brother started secondary school. It was a big deal, my older brother going off to the big boy school, and my mum sat us down. She said, if you're ever in trouble out there in the real world, look for a black woman. My mum said this. My mum was raised in this country from the age of 6, the UK. She said, look for a black woman. She said, anywhere in the world, a black woman will help you. She was never wrong. But it's incredible that my mother said that, and I don't know what my mum went through. But I remember seeing photos of my mum in school when she was in high school and stuff, and she had loads of black friends and stuff, and they were all black women. Because my mum wasn't a pick-me, she only had female friends. And so she obviously felt some protection. And growing up for me, I noticed in my school, it was a very predominantly white school. The black teachers looked out for me. I had a black Jamaican teacher called Mrs. Forrester. She looked out for me. But even outside of school, when I started growing out my hair, it was a black woman that taught me how to look after my curls, what products to use. It's black women that built me up on this platform and got me to where I am. I have to give credit to where credit is due. It was women in general, but black women specifically, who boosted me and told me how pretty I was and how great I was. But I am trying to make a point here, and it's that black women get treated the worst. Malcolm X said this. He goes, unfortunately, they are treated the worst. By the medical field, by the education field, by the police, by everything. Yet they're the ones that give the most love. And for I saw what he said in that post, Andrew Schultz, and some comments, and it's sad, and it hurts my heart when I think of those things, because I'll tell you right now, it wasn't that long ago, my friend Jordan, who I love and boast about, Jordan's got these, Jordan's family is just, when I was homeless and Jordan introduced me to his family, they treated me like I was one of them. They didn't even care. They were just they treated me like family. It didn't feel awkward. You know when you go over to someone's house and you just sat in the corner for a bit? It didn't feel like that. And I know not all black people are the same. Obviously, I know that. But there's one thing that black people universally have, and that is that beautiful smile and beautiful love that they just give out. But I'm telling you, it's a special feeling. I remember going to Jordan's once, and I was just heartbroken. His family just welcomed me, and they were like, "Where's the?" You know what? You know, his family said to me, they go, oh, we've got a plate ready for you. And then Jordan's cousin just looks me up and then goes, "You're still skinny, boy." And I'm just like, right, well, yeah, I know I'm home. Just no, I can't sit and not make a comment on this because no, and I know I made a post like months ago about black men, but yeah, just, and go look through history. Go look at what Nina Simone did. Go look at what Doreen Lawrence, Stephen Lawrence's mother, did. Go look at what Betty Shabazz did. Like these people are just incredible, and we don't give credit where credit is due. We really don't. And I think nowadays we're living in this world where if someone's pretty, we give them credit. Credit for what? They were just born beautiful, but like we don't look at the person's soul. We don't look at like who. We don't look at what people can attribute to life. If we did, we would give Mary C. Cole a huge statue. So that's my 2 cents, and I hope just thank you, and yeah, and thank you to the a specific thank you to the Jamaican community, because there was this Jamaican woman who helped my grandmother, and that's a different story. And just black women in general, thank you for everything you've done for me, for everything you've done for my family, and for everything you've done for our people. My people wouldn't have survived in the UK if it weren't for black people standing up for us, coming to the protests for us, protesting with the bus rallies for us. Yeah, I know my history, so thank you.
So I just saw this video with this guy saying that his mother told him if he's ever in trouble, go find a black woman. All right, so let's unpack that for a second. Black women have been carrying the weight of society for far too long. We're not here to just be a safety net or the go-to for everyone else's problems. Black women have spearheaded movements that have changed the world. From the abolition movement in the 19th centuries to women's suffrage to the civil rights movement in the 1960s. Yet we don't get the credit that we deserve. Our impact has been global, driving change through the Black Lives Matter movement, advocating for justice and equality, the reproductive justice movement, addressing the intersection between race and gender rights, and the Me Too movement. Shout out to Tarana Burke. So if you want to address black women, let's talk about some of the issues that we face today, from systematic discrimination, economic disparities, and lack of access to healthcare. We also deal with mental health stigmas, safety concerns, and educational inequalities. Plus, we also find ourselves underrepresented in politics and misrepresented in media. These challenges are compounded by workplace discrimination and ongoing fights for reproductive and environmental justice. So next time you think it's black women as just saviors, remember we need allies, not dependents. We're not mules. We're innovators, leaders, and change makers.
If you have not checked out that creator's video, I highly suggest that you do. He said that he was taught by his mom that whenever he is in trouble to go ahead and seek a black woman. Now, I saw many black women in the comments say, well, who do we turn to for help? You know who you turn to for help? Your ancestors. You turn to your spirits for help. Within traditional practice, the woman is regarded, the black woman in ATR is regarded as a source of knowledge, a source of divinity, a source of abundance, a source of protection. When we talk about Haitian Voodoo, we talk about Dambala, who is also completed by Aida Wedo. We talk about Urzuli Danto. We talk about root working, conjuring. We talk about your grandmothers. Okay? There's power within your ancestors. That is who you turn to. You're not forgotten. You're not weak. You're not someone for the rest of the world to step over, step under. Okay? Through African traditional religion, we know that our place is sacred. Take a look at any Eastern society. The yin and the yang, There's a divine feminine and a divine masculine. There are societies where black women run that entire village. Take the pharaohs, for instance, who were at the helm. Black women are celebrated for their wisdom. They're celebrated for their prosperity. Now, this creator was coming from a respectful place. Listen, you want change in your life? Turn to your ancestors. You want to kickstart your spiritual journey? Turn around some things in your life? Light a candle. There are many practitioners on here who can assist you in your awakening, could assist you in your rightful place. There is Ajay Botanica. There is the Kitchen Bruja. There is Voodoo Bay. There is a plethora of practitioners from hoodoo, candomblé, lucumai, santeria, voodoo. It goes on and on. You already got the answers. You may just need someone to light your path. That is where you go.
2 days have gone by since my post about Dear Black Women, and I stand by everything I said in that post. However, I've been called out, and my hands are up. You guys are right. Being someone's superhero is a lot of pressure, and for me to have thought that was a compliment, that was ill on my part, and I apologize. I really did think that was a compliment, and now I'm like, no, sir, that wasn't a compliment, and I do apologize. You've educated me. My eyes are open. And but I want to stand by and say that I am still grateful. I'm still grateful for everything. I'm still grateful for Diana Ross. I'm still grateful for the Shirleys. I'm grateful for all of it. Okay? And I'm hoping that even after this video and even after my original video, that you'll still love me tomorrow. But in all seriousness, I saw the other comments about my community and stuff, and I'm going to be honest with you. Do you think I didn't know this? You think I didn't know that my community is racist? And don't think I sit by and let it happen. I try and speak up. Let me tell you something. Gandhi didn't fight for equality. He fought so that brown people could be treated better than black people. You have to bear in mind, this was a lawyer that was educated in South Africa during the apartheid. Also, during the Black Lives Matter movement and stuff, there wasn't a very heavily presence of the South Asian community. And I say this, I am South Asian. I'm brown, and I love who I am, but it is unfortunate. And put it this way. There was a Pakistani girl that once said, oh, George Floyd's death was good because it opened everyone's eyes to the racism. It took a young black girl to lose her father for everyone to realize that the police are corrupt. That's what it took. And it's just crazy how we see black people's lives as like pawns, like it's sacrificable, like it's nothing. And that's far from the truth. I'll tell you right now, when Muhammad Ali died, I spent the entire night crying and praying to Allah that just bless him. When I learned about Malcolm X, I remember thinking just how incredible this man was. When I listen to Nina Simone and I hear what she said about Baltimore and the metaphors behind it, and how she stood up to the record labels, and you realize that these people did more than anyone could have ever. And so my point is that whatever you guys were saying, I heard, I listened. Whatever you guys were calling me out on, consider me called out. I'm gonna make mistakes. I've made plenty of mistakes, and there's people out there that are still trying to people want me to see me cancel and stuff, and that's fine. But the last point I want to make, and I want to make this super clear, is no, I do not want your money. For those of you lot saying he's trying to make money off black people, I don't make money off this app. Everything I said was the truth. Everything I said was the truth. I wouldn't be Saad. I'm so proud of my name. You know who made me proud of my name? A black man from Louisville, Kentucky, called Muhammad Ali. when he stood on the podium and he said, "My name is Muhammad Ali. You will call me that." And he said, Muhammad meaning praiseworthy and Ali meaning the Most High. And I was like, what does my name mean? Saad means felicity, success, and good luck. Mustafa means the chosen one. How do I not feel special? And I love my name now. I make sure people say it. People go, is it Sid? Said? Saad. Saad Mustafa. There's another man, there's a Mexican man that taught me as well my identity, Emiliano Zapata. But that's a different subject. But yeah. So none of it was fake. This was all real. And I'm less emotional today. So normally when I talk about these subjects, I go into a very strong passion because I do feel passion. I do feel hurt. And especially with what happened to Stephen Lawrence and what Doreen Lawrence was put through. I'm fully aware that black women really do have it hard, and you're right, you're not a superheroes, you're not, but you were mine. Black people in general, you were my superheroes. So at least just let me have that, because I didn't have that. I'll be honest, my dad's a great guy, but I didn't have a father figure. My older brother taught me everything. He taught me about the NWA. He taught me about the Black Panthers. When I was just 6 years old, he taught me about Tupac's 7-Day Killuminati album. He taught me about Mortal Technique and about the government. He taught me about Nina Simone, Sata Shakur. My older brother Hamza taught me all these things. He was a great brother. But he was passing down knowledge that he learned from black people. So you guys helped me so much. And I understand and I hear you. But for me as an individual, you guys were my heroes. My favorite superhero as a comic, in the comic books and even in the cartoons, was Green Lantern. Because he was a black man. And I hated it when they turned into a live film and you had that clapped Ryan Reynolds. Okay? None of what I'm doing is an act. And I've written a script about Stephen Lawrence's death, and that's something that I want to. I want to become a great documentary and storyteller so that I can speak up about racial and social issues. I finished a book called Dear Black Women, where I write a letter and I'm educating the audience about all the victims of police brutality, of government crimes, of simple racism. Everything I do is real because I don't want money. I'm not motivated by money. That's the one thing my parents did a good job with and a bad job. They made me look at money like it was nothing. You can't buy me. Okay? My only thing is Islam. That's all I have. I don't subscribe. You never hear. I'm proud to be South Asian. I'm a brown man. I love being brown. Oh, I love my skin. But I'm Muslim first. Almighty Allah is the first thing that I do. When I wake up in the morning, my head goes down to the floor. My knees hit the ground as well. I don't wave the Pakistan flag. So, excuse me for my passion. But yeah, and final message to those people who do hate me, which is only white people and brown people. Suck your mum. And yeah.
Well, guys, that was his speech, and actually there's this screenshot that I saw, and I want to read to actually one of the people that replied to him had to say. Black women are not your saviors. People, you need to pack up that mommy troop and put it on the next flight to hell. Stop looking for black women to do what you are too afraid or unmotivated to do for yourself. We owe you nothing. Yeah, guys, honestly, when I watched his video, actually, if you watched my previous videos about what happened at Adresses with James and Fuhad from Shit and Gigs show, there was so much hate on this topic last week, and I just saw this clip yesterday and I was like, oh, this I'm like, I liked what he said because I first listened to the whole clip and I was like, I don't know, something just told me, let me see what people are gonna, what is gonna be the response of people, because I actually saw his clip when it was 30 minutes after he uploaded it. And I saw today, I came back and I was looking at this clip and I was waiting to hear what were people responding. On the comment section, some people are not happy on the comments. Some of them were very happy actually. They were like, oh, we are getting noticed, and they were like, thank you so much for this. Actually, most part is where people were actually very happy about this. But then come again, there were people who were not happy about this, as the clips that we've seen. And I want you to tell me what you think on the comment section. What are your thoughts? Do you think whatever he said, do you think there's nothing wrong with that? Like, if his mama told him when he was young, if you're in any trouble or you're scared or something of the sort and you see a black woman, just run to the black woman. And I was like, that's kind of sweet. And I don't know, maybe people who live in the West might view it different, you know, but you know, for someone to see me like to see me like that, to make sure that they're telling their child, if they see me, they can run to me because they're sure I cannot hurt their child, I cannot abduct their child, or I cannot do any bad thing to their child. I mean, that's, for me, I feel like that's a nice compliment. I don't know, you guys tell me, or the black women that are watching this and you live in the West, maybe your experience is different, and maybe this is why, of course your experience is different, and maybe might be the reason as to why some of the women, like the ones who've responded to him also in the comment section on his TikTok, said or responded to him as they did, because you know, we all have different experiences. And listening to this guy, he actually comes from, he was just innocently saying this. It's not like he had any hidden agenda when he came out to talk about this. He's just like clearly giving his experience, his personal experience, and for him, he's just so grateful to the black women. And honestly, for me, I don't see anything wrong with that, him being grateful and him giving his experience and saying thank you to the black women for the support, the encouragement, for them, as like he said on the last clip, like to him, black women are his superheroes because they helped him to, you know, they helped him to know how to take care of his hair, like the friend that he's talking about, where he would just visit the family and they would take him as one of their own. And you know, this is something that I'm actually so proud to be part of, the, you know, to be a black person, because this is something that we have in our community, you know, the love, the togetherness that we have in our community. It's so powerful that this is not something that you get to see or experience in other races. People who are watching this from other races, they can actually tell us on the comment section. But I want to hear what your thoughts are on the comment section. If you watched this part and you haven't yet subscribed to this channel, kindly consider subscribing, and also don't forget to leave a like, comment, and share my videos. And until the next episode, bye.